Hello and welcome back. This is Nom Nom and we are once again in Oxygen Not Included. This is cycle 162 of the Spit and Shine base. This is the Fastidious Dupes challenge. So the duplicants will not operate machinery in a room that has not been walled in and swept. And they have the priority tidying up for everyone. So speaking of needing to be swept, like that room needs to get cleaned up because we did some deconstruction of wire, maybe it looks like. I think I replaced some wiring, changed the power grid up a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so we are just about done with this self-powered oxygen machine over here. I need to put some liquids in here. That's what we need to do. So I'm going to go ahead and open that door, priority 6. And we're going to give these guys the priority of brine. And we're just going to do one of these at a time. And we're going to go ahead and watch errands, and we'll go ahead and do enable auto bottling. So what we have over here, they actually did this while they were sweeping some stuff up. I built a pitcher pump in the brine pool so that they can grab some brine for this purpose. There we go. I know it's so cold over here, I'm sorry. Alright. Come on, you can do it. Alright. Drip, 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 drip. How much is left in there? And stop. Alright, and then I'm going to switch this one to be brine, and I'm going to not do auto bottling. So they should just pick up this brine and dump it over there. And that should give me like 50 kilograms in each tile here. Roughly, yep, okay. So now this one's going to be trickier. So this is going to be salt water next. And if I look at salt water, where is salt water? Was I already there? Salt water, okay. If I look at salt water and where we have it, it's 2,000 kilograms. So let's see how much they pick up at a time. Let's go ahead and switch this one from brine to salt water and see what happens. Take a look at the errands. Hassan is working on it. Hassan, how much water do you have in your inventory? 200 kilograms. Oh, this is perfect. All right. There we go. Drip, 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 drip. No more salt water, and then we'll switch this one over to salt water. And I'm going to say sweep only, and we're going to sweep this one. That should do it. So now this thing has got, if we look at the materials, it's got brine, a layer of brine, and then a layer of salt water. So it cannot hold any gases here. So as soon as it turns on, those gases should jump to an adjacent tile. So that means that these airflow tiles are effectively not exposed to this upper atmosphere now. So it's actually a water lock of sorts, right? They can't, air cannot flow past these airflow tiles, gas tiles. So now I need to pump out the room up above here. So cycle 163, my dupes woke up, so they should, yep, there we go, deliver that. I'm going to go ahead and leave the bottle emptiers in there because it doesn't hurt anything. And I was going to use a canister emptier for hydrogen, and to prime this room, but I think instead what I'm going to do is I'm just going to vent whatever's in here out. And I think I needed to put a ladder in here for them to get to that. Oops, P7. All right. Okay. We'll set this door on auto. Looks like I need a ladder here for them to finish that last tile also. I actually don't need them to do that tile. I could just leave it obsidian, but it looks weird that it's not done. Okay, so now I'm going to lock this door, and it should be slowly pulling the atmosphere out of this room. Yep. And then we need... Let's take a look at the power situation. So these are wired up. Oh, what's that doing? Let's get rid of that, the old wire. So why aren't these going? They're disabled by the automation grid. Let's take a look at what we've got on automation. So these two, I'm just going to set them up on switches, atmospheric switches. So this is going to be under automation, atmo sensor. I'm just going to give them one atmo sensor over here. And, you know, is that going to be good enough? I think that might be good enough. I'm also going to punch a hole in this. Why am I off by one? You see that? I have two there, two there, two there, then I go over. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. Get that all lined up. Okay, oh, that was quick. So if this is below 1500, then I'm going to want that to run. And it looks like they just have one to finish. We'll go ahead and give that 37. Alright, this is starting to run. But right now it can push oxygen either direction. And it's pushing hydrogen there, which is bad. So we're going to say if it's above 1500, which it will not be, then it can run. So now it will not run. And they're sleeping. So we'll get this fixed up next cycle. Actually, to get this fixed up, I think I'm going to have to put that back on auto and get rid of that one tile for just a moment. So what I need to do is I need to get this hydrogen out of here. So that the hydrogen primes the upper area. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just deconstruct these bottle emptiers. Why not? We'll clean it up. We'll get rid of that canister emptier too. Please unlock the door. Someone. Ruby, where are you at? Alright, now these guys should all get errands. Yep. Alright, if we look at what's happening with the gases here, now this vertical row of gas tiles is the only way that any gases can come into this room, and since I've been vacuuming the room out, the pressure was really low, so everything got sucked up. We'll go ahead and tile those back up. Man, Alright, one more time. I'm not sure how the hydrogen's getting in there. I guess it's just floating up from below, so we'll do that priority 4, make sure they don't do that right away. I don't want to let any more hydrogen up here than I need to. This little tile of hydrogen needs to go up, and once it does, then we can tile this off. Alright, now we can tile it off. See this sneaky little... Oh, you know what? I'm gonna reroute this. We're gonna send this over here. That's what's happening. It's like this thing's got enough hydrogen in it that occasionally it's getting pulled into the gas pump, and I'm just like cycling it over and over again. I needed to stop doing that. Alright. That's looking pretty good. I can cap this one off. 37 that. And now that one's looking good. 38, whatever, doesn't matter that. And we're going to K8, make sure there's nothing in here. What is this? Lead? Somebody should be sweeping that. Unless I don't have room for it. Food, even though I'm doing okay with food. So refined metals are somewhere in the base in very specific canisters, and I can't remember where. Maybe not. Well, there should be, like, it should be allowed up here, right? Metal ore. Refined metal. Where are my refined metals? So if I go like aluminum. Okay. So maybe I just need a new canister for... Whoa, lag right there. Alright, we'll have to build that. There's a lot more in here to sweep than I thought. Come on, Dupes. Wow. Alright, got the aluminum, got the lead. This should be... I guess I'll just wait to pull a vacuum over here. And in the meantime, I think I need a gas tile or two right there. Leave that party 9 because they need to do that before the night cycle ends. Last thing I need is this hydrogen to pop out here and make its way back into these. I'll put an oxygen filter down here. We'll connect it, and then because it needs to be filled, it needs to be in a room, so I will go ahead and put pneumatic doors right there. See if we can get that done before the end of the cycle. So again, they need to put sand in that, and for them to do that, it needs to be a completed room. And I don't have anywhere to put ethanol, so I'm going to make a pump bottle emptier over here. And go ahead and let them finish that up. We never did move this ethanol. We still need to do that. Alright, I'm going to toggle this for a second. If it is below 0, which of course it's not, so that should stop. I want this to stop. I'm going to see if I can get the hydrogen to go up and the other gases to come down. I want to stop pulling the hydrogen is basically what I'm trying to do. Whatever. Looks like I'm just going to end up pulling a vacuum in here. So we'll see if this is... yeah, we'll say if it's above 0. We just want it to be 0. It's in the milligrams, so it's going to be a couple minutes until this pulls a vacuum. Yeah, less than a gram. Well, I guess about 2 grams of gas all the way up. So I'm going to pause the recording and we'll come back when this is a vacuum. Okay, that took way too long, but we're finally there. We have pulled a vacuum. I'm just going to change a few things up here. I'm going to copy this Atmos sensor, put it right there, give it a priority 9. We're going to destroy this Atmos sensor, give that a priority 9, and then we're going to sweep up what we've got in here. I moved the pump and it was like magic. All of a sudden it drew a vacuum. So that pump being a little well right there was not helping me, is the conclusion that I came to. So we're going to go ahead and actually wall this whole thing off. Like so. Making the whole thing smaller. And then I can deconstruct this over here whenever I want to, basically. But let's go ahead and get that wall built, and then we can turn these things on, or at least one of them on. Oh, I also walled this off over here. I got tired of hydrogen leaking into that room, so I just put 2 tiles there to block out that door. Anybody? Anybody? Come on. Sleeping. Okay, they're doing resting time. So we are on cycle 174. This has taken, I don't even remember what cycle we started at. It's been like 13 cycles maybe since I started this effort to draw a vacuum in this room. This was the mistake. Apparently leave the pump with as many exposed sides as possible. Being in a pit is not a good place for it. When they wake up in the morning, they should finish these walls. We'll turn it on and we'll wrap up the video. And here we go. Also on the other map, we finished this bathroom finally. So just to show you what this is doing, we now have an infinite like cycling loop for the water, polluted water. Actually goes the other way. And then if there's no room for the polluted water to flow, it will flow down here, and then down here we still need to put a vent like that. Okay, so we finally got that, so we will stop filling up this pit of polluted water. Eventually we'll want to cap that off or do something with it so that we're not leaking polluted oxygen into the base. Meantime, though, let's go ahead and finish this. Okay, so that's walled off. I'm going to go ahead and give that wire priority 7 so they just get to it, but meanwhile let's destroy this and this, and then we can go ahead and lock that. Hopefully Turner gets out of there before someone comes to lock that door. Alright, everybody is wrong side. Wrong side of the door, Ellie. Alright, so someone will come back and lock that door, and they've got no reason to go in there now. So this I need to break. And then we just add the gas pipe to send it over to there. And that should be it. We should be ready to go. Let's go ahead and break that wall. And flip the switch. Alright, that instantly filled up with hydrogen. The oxygen should be pushing out the bottom. The hydrogen is trying to go somewhere. Where's it going to go? Oh, it's going to the T. Had nowhere to go. So it's building up. Now it's going to go here. That should run the generator. And we can turn the priority of this thing down to like 1. It should never need to be on that again. This should be enough to power this whole system. So this should back up. And then once it's done backing up, this room here will fill up. I'm going to say when it's above 200 grams. We don't need it running above 200 grams. We don't need it running when it's super low. This is pushing out a ton of oxygen. So we're going to say 1900 on this thing. It's below 1900, then that'll run, and this should fill up the base with oxygen pretty quickly. And then we can turn this thing off, hopefully sooner than later. But I'll go ahead and let the base pressurize. It's been under pressure for quite some time. We'll let it get up into the 1,000 range throughout the base, and then we'll deconstruct our rust deoxidizer. One last look at the printing pod. We have a decent amount of food. No, not flatulent. No. All right, we're gonna recheck. We can take the shine nymph, but not ready for an inferior dupe. All right, well, that we shall call an episode. I appreciate you guys watching my videos as usual. If you've enjoyed this content, please consider liking and subscribing. Until next time, this is Nom Nom, signing out.